family joining us on the show. You know, this means I have to have mom on the show too, right? Eventually,
Dude, one day.
one day we get
I don't
mom
know
on
if
the
the
show.
I don't know if the people can handle that though.
I heard
Be a
mom a
lot.
lot on the broadcast last night. She must have been by a microphone, brother. The
I'm
great
sure.
Preston Urso joining us on the program, son of Joe Urso, brother of JD, son of Julie, of course, and one of the loudest UT baseball fans that you're going to meet, and also a firefighter here in the Tampa Bay area. So thank you for all that you do, my friend.
Of course. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. All right. So let's get into it. You have been there in Cary, North Carolina for the last couple of days as your dad and your brother and the Spartans are doing their thing. And you've been best friends with Jac Caglianone for a very long time, dating back to your plant days. And you had to get there, right? I mean, you had to be there. And you always told him that you'd be there for the first game. Take us through your friendship with Jac and then what the last 24 hours have been like for you.
But yeah, basically Jack came from Berkeley his sophomore year, played at Plant, and somehow I think JD just went up to him at practice or something, like introduced him to the guys, and JD was hanging out with him. So that night we actually ended up going Jack's house, whatever. And so I think I was just one of the first people he really met at Plant, and ended up being one of those kids that I was with like 5 or 6 days of the week through high school, of course, staying at his parents' house more than my own. So yeah, all that. And then of course through his Gator days, had to go up there. Super fun baseball to watch, SEC, and I mean the guys putting up video game numbers over there everyone saw. So was there a lot hanging out with him, but yeah, so pretty much just he got called up. I saw on ESPN, like the notification that came on my phone before I even heard from him. So they're on their stuff immediately, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. But actually, Russ Bruno, one of my dad's good friends, he refused to let anything go wrong. So he immediately booked me a flight. Dad chopped off some of the Marriott points and went out to St. Louis for the day. Had ourselves a little night. I mean, great experience. Still doesn't even feel real. One of the most surreal things I've ever been a part of, probably. But it's been a cool run. Cary, of course, unfortunate game, took a loss, and then I knew we'd pull through yesterday though, so I wasn't too worried about missing it. But I'm here, back in Cary, ready to go. So
wow, what a beast! All right, so you find out through ESPN that he gets called up. In your mind, like, did you know that this was possible? At what point in your head did you go, all right, now I got to get to St. Louis?
So I joked with him before we came, because obviously he got called up to AAA about 2.5 weeks ago, and still was hitting 320. I think he had 4 home runs in his first 5 games. And I'd ordered on AliExpress, which is like one of those Chinese websites. I ordered a Caglianone jersey, like I customized it because you couldn't get him yet, just to have on his debut. And I joked with him. I was like, dude, if you don't chill out, like I'm gonna have to bring the jersey to Cary. And I didn't bring it for whatever reason, so I had my aunt ship me it, made sure I had it. But yeah, insane. Double A for 2 weeks and called up to the show. He actually, the stat line's over 5. You know how baseball goes. He actually had a great day.
He was hitting some piss rockets out there, man. It was unbelievable. So when you touch down in St. Louis, take us from there. When you get there in St. Louis, how do you get up with his family? What's the next step between when you got to the airport to the ballpark?
First, it was a nap because we stayed up a little too late the night before and had to be up at 5:45 to make my flight. But yeah, took a nap, woke up, got me a cheesesteak, and just went and hung out with the family for a little bit. We got to the field pretty early because they had like a whole BP experience for us and all that set up. Went to like go around the clubhouse a little bit. So we actually got to the field like 2.5, 3 hours early. Wow. So we were there most of the day. But yeah, it was so cool. Obviously, St. Louis is one of the most historic ballparks and just baseball cities in general. So it was really cool to get to go there. And that's actually, I think, the 14th MLB stadium I've been to now. Nice. And whenever I go to Kansas City, that'll be 15. So we're about halfway there.
There you go, buddy. So what was it like when you see your buddy that you grew up with and he gets his name called when he strides to the plate for his first AB? What was that like to be just for you and also to be there with his family?
I mean, like I said, it really, like it doesn't really feel real. It's kind of just like, I mean, you're looking at guys like Bobby Witt and Salvi
Mhm.
Perez going up taking ABs, and then Jack walks up on deck. It's like wow, like this is actually happening right now. And of course, I think he might have been 0-2. He was either 0-2 or 1-2. He was behind the count, so I was obviously a little nervous, but he laced it, and I thought for sure it was getting down. I thought I had a chance of getting out, but there's two guys on that team. He said there's two guys they told me to not hit the ball to. One's Victor Scott, and the other's Nolan Arenado. And he went to Arenado twice, and Victor Scott obviously made that play. So unfortunate, but
That's just
it,
the
wa-
way it
it was
goes.
a solid day. I don't think he looked too uncomfortable. I mean, he looks like he belongs. Everyone knows he belongs. So
Mhm.
it was a really cool experience.
What was he saying after the game? You guys met up after the game. I saw you guys got a picture on the field, which was awesome, and you got the jersey probably before anybody else. And what was that
Hmm.
like to be able to talk to him after the game? I mean, as a kid, you grow up, you're a baseball player, you want to be a major leaguer. To be able to talk to
Yeah.
him after that game, what was it like for him?
It was really cool. Like, I mean, he was kind of saying like the whole thing was kind of an out of body experience. Like he doesn't even know if he was a part of it really. He just went out there and played. He said the ground out to Arenado was second at bat. He said he thinks he floated to first base. So like, I mean, you know how it is. A year and a half ago, he's playing for the Gators. You know what I mean,
Right.
with metal bat in his hand, and now here he is batting behind Salvi Perez. Like I said, like it's crazy. But the people in St. Louis were great. They let us hang out there for a solid 15 minutes after the game on the field, and we all got our pictures. Got to talk to him a little bit. Obviously, he was busy, had to go do some media stuff,
Mhm.
but it was great.
What about Jack has lent him to be so successful, Preston? Because as much as everybody looks at him and they look at, they call him Jack Tani and saw him
Hmm.
pitching and hitting and doing a little bit of everything. What about him as a human being has allowed him to be so successful at such a young age?
Well, for one, obviously the hard work. You know how that goes.
Mhm.
Him and one of my other friends, Zach Kilby, who actually pitches at FAU now. They every single morning in high school, they're up at 5:45 a.m. heading to the gym, do a lift before school, whatever it is, wouldn't miss a day. And then obviously we have our practice, whatever else. But I mean, the main thing I'd say he's a unicorn, dude. I mean, he's 6'5", 250, throwing 98 from the left side as an 18-year-old in high school. Like, then obviously he gets to Florida and everything just kind of clicked together. But I mean, the combination of his build and work ethic, and yeah, other teams are in trouble. I would
Yeah,
not want to see him in the box.
no doubt about it. All right, so now all your focus is at Cary, North Carolina, in North Carolina, with your family there, UT baseball.
Absolutely.
What is it like to be there and to support and to just over the years? I mean, I've seen you at UT games for the last 2 decades, man, when you were just a
Uh,
little guy and figuring out if you wanted to be a baseball player or a soccer player and be a
hmm
fireman. Like your life has changed so much in the time that I've known you. What is it like to be a part of a program that I know stresses the word family? And a lot of people, when they say that, it's kind of BS, but for you guys there at UT, like that really
hmm
is the secret sauce.
I mean, yeah, it's awesome. You get to see it year in and year out, even after, you know what I mean? Like the guys that are here in 2013, 2014, they're at the games. I mean, we get to see them, and you truly are building a family. Like it's super cool. But for me, I get to see everything from the outside perspective. And obviously, one of these next few games is going to be JD's last, whether it's
Yeah.
with a ring on his finger or not. Hopefully it is. But sometime this week, I'm going to watch JD play his last game. And obviously, growing up with him, all the hours in the side of the yard playing wiffle ball, whatever it is. But seeing that come to an end, that was the main reason I came back to Cary so soon. I really don't want to miss his last game, whatever it may be. But yeah, the culture, it's kind of weird for me. It's almost like an expectation, which is
Mhm.
bad, but we're here so much that it's like, all right, we're going to Cary. We did our job. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And now we just got to finish the job. So
Anything less is a disappointment, isn't it? Right. I mean,
exact.
not
I
not
mean,
going to Cary is kind of like a, oh shit, like
yeah, it's
how
like
did that, how the hell that happen?
losing in Cary. Things happen. You can't win it
Mhm.
every year, but yeah, at this point, just making it here. This is like my second home. So I told him I signed up for the resident pass. I got 50% off for being a Cary resident.
Cary's own Preston Urso. I
Uh huh.
love that, man. I love that. That's such a smart thing. Your whole entire family should do that
We
as
did.
well. Oh,
We're all
somebody,
residents.
there you go. I
Exactly.
love that. I love that.
Mhm.
Well, Preston, thank you so much, man. I know you've been busy traveling. Give my love to mom, dad, JD, and the entire crew. Keep on winning. My whole thing, you guys win the next 2 days. I'll be driving up on Friday, brother. So I love you. Give my love to the family. We'll talk to you soon. I'll see you soon, buddy.
All right. Good to see you, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you.